Hey guys, welcome back. It's Colton with ScareCubs, back again. And make sure to subscribe down below. Like the video, click the bell, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, ScareCubs, same way it's spelled here. I'd really appreciate it. Now that's all out of the way. I'm like super in shadow right now, but I can't. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, today I'm gonna be doing something I think I've talked about in a video that probably isn't up yet because I broke my goddamn airbrush, and apparently finding parts for an airbrush are f***ing impossible. Yeah, so better. Okay. Jesus. So, little backstory. Picture it. 1776. A young gay boy walking through a Sephora. And then they happen upon a rack. Not just any rack, but the impulse buy rack. That's right, the rack where they have all of their trial-sized items as you walk up to the register so they can entice you with their goods. What does this young see on that rack? Well, he sees a Natasha Denona palette. Actually, like 13 of them. This is the Mini Star palette by Natasha Denona. Very pretty. It's got a trichrome, 2 mattes, and 2 more shimmers. Very nice. But that was not all. You see, there was another lurking just beyond. Makeup by Mario in the Glam Quad Rosy Glam. Yes, quite delightful. We have 1 duochrome and 2 shimmers and 1 matte. Yes, both beautiful palettes in their own right. Now, we have another, not from Sephora. Keep in mind, this is still 1776. And I didn't get burned as a witch, it's fine, right? The Trixie Cosmetics Daytime Realness Palette. What do all of these high-end products have in common? Well, you see, they're all $25. That's right. For the low price of $25, you too can have glamour and opulence and the status of owning Natasha Denona makeup. It is now present day. As the story goes, I saw these, there were a bunch. I kind of got an idea to compare palettes that are all the same price. These are all travel-sized mini palettes from high-end brands, a la Natasha Denona. I think its average palette is like $120, like Pat McGrath. And then Makeup by Mario, I think they have one all matte eye palette, which is $48, and then one all shimmer, which is like $35. His brand is more targeted to the pro makeup, but it's totally prosumer. Whereas Natasha Denona is just marketed towards rich white women. And then we have this mess, and if you saw my post-mortem review of this, you know how I feel about I don't know who this is for. Anyways, they're all $25, so we're gonna talk about them. Gonna start off with the, actually no, I bought the Makeup by Mario first, because I was really conflicted, and there are 3 types of this palette. There's Party Rosy Bronze, and then, oh my god, there's one more. I can't remember. Anyways, they're all 1 matte, 3 shimmers. I believe all of them have 1 duochrome. Now, this is a really interesting palette because it feels a little one note, but it's really not. So that's kind of nice. It is obviously the 1 matte, but you can really build the matte up. So blend it out and then build it up on the inner and outer corner, wherever you want it. And it does look like 2 different shades, which is interesting because it packs really nicely. It blends out fabulously. The duochrome is like a purple to like blue. It's really hard to describe. And then we just have like a standard kind of red shimmer, and then we have this glorious silver. It's actually what's on my eyes right now. That glorious silver. That it's got a rosy, it does have like a red undertone, so it's not as neutral as static, but it's very much in the same vein, and it's very pretty. But yeah, this is like one of those, like, the quad palettes are definitely, oh god, I just destroyed my camera. The quad palettes are definitely like stunning woman on the go. Luxaria. You stunning woman on the go. Yeah, they're very much that. Grab and go, throw it in your purse. You can do whatever you want. Garage, you know, garage door a shimmer or a little bit of matte and blah, 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 blah. Super pretty, super easy to use, fabulous formula. It actually made me excited to try their full-size palette as a dupe for the Viseart, because it looks a lot like the Viseart Warm Neutrals palette. Looking forward to that in the future. Well worth the $25. Great mirror, fantastic products, lovely color story. $25, well worth it, well spent. Natasha Denona. This is the mini star palette. There's like 11 of these mini palettes. I think it's a great way to try the formula, assuming the formula is consistent across the board. I've heard it's not, and they did recently change their matte and shimmer formula. I believe it was something to, like, moving from a certain type of mica to another. Not sure, don't clock me. Mini Starlight palette. Once again, two mattes, one light one that actually is fairly impactful. It's really weird. With the light blaring on it, it looks a lot paler than it actually is. And the further it gets out of the light, the deeper it gets. And then one very deep brown, I guess not very deep, but like deep brown. Cool toned, they're both very cool toned. Which is interesting because we have a like straight gold shimmer. It's very flaky, by the way. A rose gold shimmer, very flaky. And then we have this, it actually reminds me exactly of Ritual from the BH 1991 palette. Trichrome, like green to blue to brown to gold. That's quad chrome, I guess, whatever. It's one of their like special, it's a special shadow. It feels special, it feels nice, it feels luxe. For the packaging feels good too, despite it being like a little chocolate bar. It feels nice. So actually what I have in my eyes today is a combination of the two. I've got the light shade all over, and then I've got the Mario matte shade on the inner and outer corner. And then I put down the trichrome shade, and then I just tapped the silver shade on top of it. The silver kind of took over, but the trichrome's still there. But yeah, this is also fabulous. I think you do get a little more versatility out of this than you do the Makeup by Mario palette, just because it does have those two separate mattes, so you can go a lot lighter. You can go a lot darker, and I mean the three shimmers are the same. You got the same like kind of deeper one that's kind of so-so, the rose gold one is fabulous, and then this trichrome one is like special. Very special. I'd say it's a better chrome than the one you get in the Mario. Not to say that that one's bad, but this feels good. It makes me feel good about spending $25 on this, right? Once again, well worth the $25. The main difference is this has a mirror and arguably better packaging, right? But one less shade. This has one more shade, no mirror, and more simplistic packaging, but it doesn't feel cheap, right? Both of these, and I'm probably going to test more of their minis, because I kind of like their minis more than the big ones, because their big ones just feel like every too big palette nowadays, right? And then, baby, compared to this, girl, you were such a disappointment. I love 3 of you. The rest, so disappointing. I will continue to use these because these are fabulous. I do just want to talk a little bit about why I like these over some of my larger palettes. Now, it kind of began with, and I've actually got her sitting over there because I was using it because I was just playing around with my makeup because I'm gay. Alright? I don't know if you know that. Who am I right now? Anyways, the Modern Renaissance palette and the Naked palettes, I don't have one of the Naked palettes, they were never for me. They really kind of put the idea of like quads and like, you know, like the 6-pan whatever eyeshadow palettes. People were like, oh my god, we can have so much more, but they were more expensive. So they started churning out the big palettes. You got those 20-pan, those 30-pan, those 40-pan, 80-pan, 150-pan palettes, and it's just and it's overload, and there's color stories, and blah, 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 blah. And it gets to the point where it feels like I don't want to buy this palette because I have 11 other palettes with the same color stories, blah, blah, blah. There's really nothing setting them apart, anything like that, right? There are still the palettes that I love. BH 1991, bring it back, BH. Bring me home. Modern Renaissance, fabulous palette. Nothing wrong with her at all. The Juvia's Place 9-pan palettes, I could have included them in here, but I already did a review on them a while ago on my channel. Love them. Fantastic. They're all smaller palettes though, right? But they all have kind of similar color stories. The BH is very cool toned, Modern Renaissance is very warm toned, the Juvia's Place are, you know, kind of neutral toned, whatever. I'm sick of big palettes, okay? I'm so sick of big palettes. I just want these nice, cute little palettes that are well curated and they've got good formulas and they just have something special about them. And I'm really sick of like the try our new 22-pan palette with a good formula and maybe some great special shades for $90. And it's just like, why? I'm looking at you, Pat McGrath. I just ordered a Pat McGrath palette and I feel like an idiot. So yeah, to wind all this down, both the Makeup by Mario Rosy Glam and the Natasha Denona Mini Starlight palette, I would really recommend. If you like these types of color stories, you don't wear a ton of makeup or don't have a lot of eyeshadows, and you're looking to experiment and you want like higher end, I mean these are very high end, and you want to, you know, you want to be like, yeah, $25 on something nice that I can get a lot of wearability, versatility out of, I really think you can't go wrong. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Once again, follow me, subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, comment, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, BearScareBitty, same way it's spelled here. I love you so much, my little ScareCubs, and I hope you have a good day, week, month, or year. Bye.
I look is stunning, love is stunning. I'm f***ing stunning. Oh my god, look at these eyes, love, they're stunning. I'm really into these glossy lips too, these star lips. Yeah.